Snapchat, 100%. That's a pedo's paradise, that is. God, anyone over the age of 25 on Snapchat is probably a pedo.
Hello and welcome to the Funnyfarm pod with me, Chris, Joe and Charlie and our super special guest, Kimmi Kaiy.
Hey.
How are you doing, Kimmi?
I'm good.
Good. Have you recovered from... Kimmi gigged for me last night for our Sweet Shop comedy night in Pinxton, and I'm going to say she smashed it. Absolutely
What a great
smashed
little
it.
room that was, though. It was really... when I walked in there, I was like, oh, this might be difficult because it's quite narrow and everyone's on one side. But it was actually great. It was really nice.
Yeah. It is a very weird room. It's like you've got like almost like an indoor smoking area, isn't it, on one side?
Yeah.
And then like some barrel kind of seats down the side, which looks a bit like when it fills up, it looks like a doctor's waiting room. So it's a bit weird. Yeah,
what was the venue, Chris?
It's the Hop in Pinxton, so it's like a microbrewery kind of micro pub.
Where? Pinxton?
Pinxton.
Yeah, it's not far from us.
Somewhere out of Lord of the Rings.
There's a lot of people in the audience who look like they were from Lord of the Rings as well.
Including yourself, Chris.
Yeah, including myself, yeah. Yes, it was a really good gig, wasn't it?
It was actually really nice. I actually enjoyed it a lot, so I'm glad I came last night. I wasn't going to come because I do feel like crap. But yeah, I needed to come because I obviously didn't want to let you down either, but I genuinely love gigging, so it is a pleasure to get on stage and just tell some jokes. So I thought it might make me feel a bit better last night. I've woke up this morning feeling a million times worse though, but
oh, bless you.
It's all good.
Yeah, because like Kimmi messaged me sort of midday-ish, wasn't it? That she was up at 5 and she was still gonna come, and I'm like, are you sure? You know, and yeah, bless her, she trooped it out and she marched in with a big can of Monster, didn't you, or something like that, like an energy drink to get through. How many gigs have you done now, Kimmi? What? Because you've been going about a year.
I've been going since March.
Wow.
I think that was number 32.
Wow.
So you're getting established now, though.
I'm trying. I'm literally working my arse off. So I feel like people probably look at me and see that I've got an online following and think it's easy for me to get gigs and stuff. It probably is, but I also do like to prove myself. So I feel like having the online following is a bonus, but it's also a hindrance.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, also with gigging, it's physical, isn't it? I mean, you've got your online following, but would you say that
it's not comparable at all?
Yeah,
it's completely different.
Relate that. No.
So I do feel like I have to work my arse off just to prove myself a bit more.
Yeah.
All the work that goes on behind the scenes as well, isn't it? You know, it's not just what you do on stage; it's everything that goes with that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joe's a musician, so he's been all over the world in bands and stuff. So he's kind of different kind of thing to stand up, but he's tread the boards for years, hasn't you, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, with us, we've gigged like all of Europe and America and stuff like that, and I know what you mean because we had 10,000 on Facebook, but the thing is like you say, because that's a digital and an online sort of following, it's totally different to what you get physically at a gig because most of them are spread out all over the world online, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah. So
and when you're localish, you're only going to get a percentage of that, so you've just got to. Like at the minute now, I've got a little acoustic duo, and we're starting to get like quite a few followers locally, which is great. But if we came and gigged in, like say Chester, Charlie, there's nobody really there that knows us. So we've got it's a battle between two worlds, isn't it? Between the online world and between the physical world, and you have to sort of get that balance.
I think every person that has some kind of role, like any job, needs online now to get the customers like all over. So I think it definitely hinders things. Like it doesn't translate to bums on seats for me at all because most of my followers are American. So
Yeah.
if people are booking me to hopefully get more bums on seats, it's not going to happen, unfortunately, because they are so far away. But like having an online presence will also get you them bums on seats eventually. When you are well known online, you will start getting more bums on seats. It's just it's they don't really marry up straight away. I think, do you know, like people like Paul Smith, who's got a very big
Yeah.
online following. He's got that online following from doing local gigs, so he does have both of them worlds together. Whereas I've been doing online for the last 5 years,
Yeah.
and it wasn't stand up, so it's a completely different audience as well. So yeah.
So when you started online, like, what was it that it like made you want to do like this sort of like online stuff?
It was actually a bet between me and my daughter. So I've got an older daughter. In my set, I say that she's 18. She's not. She's nearly 20.
Yeah.
And so 5 years ago, she was 15, and she started a TikTok. And she was
Right.
like, "Oh, Mum, start TikTok with me. Let's see who can get the most followers." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll do that." So I started TikTok. One of my first videos went viral, and that was literally it. That was my job from then on. So yeah,
That's it, isn't it?
that's why.
We're
Is
looking for
is
that
the
magic viral vid, aren't we, lads? You know
I
what
was
I
just
mean? That's what
gonna
we're
I
trying
was
to
just
get.
I was just gonna ask, is there like, I mean, obviously,
There's no secrets.
that's what I was gonna. Is it just
No,
like
It's
dumb
pure luck.
luck? Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
Yeah.
100%.
my mate Wazza, he like went viral on. He had one video that like had 1 million views, but I don't think any of his videos have had anything like that. But it shot him up to like 14, 15,000 followers on TikTok, which is absolutely nothing to you, Kimmy. You know, you're probably 10 times that. I don't know, but
I
um,
think I've got nearly 500,000 on TikTok, but again,
yeah,
it literally means nothing. My videos at the moment are doing so shit. I'm getting like 2,000 views per video. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Followers mean nothing. Absolutely
No,
nothing.
it's all on that for you, isn't it? That's where the main stuff comes from on TikTok, I think. But yeah, I've
Usually your shittest videos that you put no effort into go viral. The videos
That's
that you
right.
put time into do nothing, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I've had
Because I
one video that's done 30K on TikTok. That's the best I've ever done, and
yeah.
it was like just it literally. If you see it, it's like it was from when I first started comedy. I've got a massive beard. It's probably still one of the best gigs I ever did. For Mirth Control, who I've gigged a couple of times for them recently, and they're not great, but they used to run some really good gigs. And it was like this village hotel in Coventry, and the MC went on and pretty much died, and the opener went on, was okay, and then the MC said to me, just go on and do 5 minutes if you want. And the middle tens, I was a middle ten, and the other one had not turned up, so originally they'd said, can you do a bit longer? And he goes, go and do 5 minutes. And if it's not working, just come off. I'd ended up doing about 17, 18 minutes and smashed the roof off this place. And there was like 400 people, and it was all hen and stag do's, which is kind of like that kind of fits with
Hard.
what I do. Well, it kind of fits with what I do because they like a bit of rude and crude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know your humour's like dark humour. Some of mine was dark, but it was more bit rude and lewd that I did
Yeah.
it at that gig. And it's just like a little clip of that gig. And I'd put like stuff out that had been more recent and got nothing. And then I just randomly put this one out, and it got 30,000 views. I'm like, I mean, that's not viral, but it was like, I was well impressed with that for an old boy like me getting that kind of
It's
traction.
viral compared to like if I don't know how many followers you've got on there, but that would be a viral video if you've got a low number of followers. So
Got
yeah,
about,
take the win.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'd probably got about 1,000 at the time. I've
That's
got about
amazing.
2.5 now. Yeah, I don't know how to grow it. I'm like literally, I could do with a training course purely on that.
So cheeky little plug. I am so I've got like 50 different million things going on at the minute, but
Yeah.
one of them is I'm gonna set up a course for people to learn social media, mainly comics, because I think it's really important for everybody, not just comics, but everybody to be online. So
Yeah.
I obviously want to share what I know. it's not as easy as do this, this, and this, and you'll go viral. It's not that simple. It takes a lot of time and effort, and the main thing is consistency. So literally just posting all the time consistently. If you have a tiny little break, you notice it in your numbers massively, you'll dip. So I've been quite busy the last few weeks, so I haven't been posting every day, and you just see it hugely just drops views and pay and everything. So yeah, consistency is the main one.
Yeah, I mean, we're nowhere near the monetization stage or anything like that, but we are posting every day. I mean, we are posting every day. What? This is terrible, isn't it? Because we're not supposed this. But we're just getting information out of you now. We will move on. But what would you say is like Facebook now the new kind of best one to be on?
Yes, Facebook is definitely a winner for monetization at the moment. It changes all the time, but Facebook has been quite consistent for a bit now. TikTok is mainly for selling, I think. If you're not selling on TikTok, you're probably not going to make any money.
Yeah.
But Facebook really pays quite well. So if anybody can get into the monetization program on Facebook, that's the one to get in on right now. So I did a gig in Leek, and I got paid £100 for that gig. But the clip that I put online, which is like 7 to 10 seconds long, I've been paid nearly $200 just for that clip. So
Wow.
it's definitely worth putting clips on of anything, literally anything, photos, statuses, everything gets paid on Facebook. You do have to opt into it though. It's quite complicated to get into it. I'll speak to you after and I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah,
But
you have to have a certain number. Is it 5,000 followers? You have to have or something for that as well.
I think for full monetization on Facebook, I think it's 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 10,000.
We've
but
got
it's
about
also
200.
You've just got to keep posting.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Literally, Facebook, you can't post too much on Facebook. Literally, they want as much content as possible. So just post everything. Even if you think it's shit, just post it.
Yeah,
I've been doing that with my stories because I've set myself up to professional mode, and literally I thought, is it working? Is it not? Because I wasn't really looking where to go, and then now I've got like over 1.2 thousand followers, and I didn't even see that.
Stories don't really give you much reach, so stories mainly go to the people that already follow you. So if you want new people to come in, post reels.
Reels.
Yeah. Don't hashtag anything, just post reels. Literally. Okay. If it's comedy, write comedy somewhere in the caption. You don't need to tag it.
Yes.
And the algorithm will pick that up and push it out to people that like comedy. But yeah, reels, just post. People that follow you might get fed up of it, but fuck them. You'll get new ones.
Yeah. No, that's literally it, isn't it? Because I did one video once, I remember, on YouTube when I was younger, and all I literally had was me sat down watching, I can't think what it was, but I just got a bowl of cornflakes. It was 5 seconds long, right? And it got 760,000 views. And then any other video that I put on that took me forever to edit, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Right? Because we used to do a lot of hiking, me and my mate, so we set up this page called Exploration EM. And it took forever to edit these videos, because the hikes are like 9 hours long. So you got all that footage, you're cutting it all up, and you think, great, 14 views. Do you know what I mean? And you just think to yourself, why is me eating a bowl of cornflakes getting 750,000 views, but me doing something I actually love? No, you don't get out. And I guess it's just a gamble, isn't it? And like you say,
the key is when you get one of them moments where you get that video that goes viral, even if you don't know why it's gone viral, remake that video over and over and over again. That's exactly what I did. So one of the first joke videos that I did was to that It's a Little Bit Funny sound that I do. And I literally jumped on that. And I think I've got over 1,000 of those videos that I've just literally just keep repeating and posting, and they're the ones that go viral. So when you find that moment, maybe your thing is eating cereal. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that.
Try it again.
I don't
Try
even
do it
like
again.
cornflakes.
It is the price of
There's
Brilliant.
those guys go after the pod. Go and follow Kimmy and look at the It's a Little Bit Funny videos. They're fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
They always make me laugh, and they're just dead good. They're just dead good.
Can I
Anyway,
can I
let's go on. Sorry,
sorry,
Charlie.
can I just ask Kimmy with a comedy? I mean, what is the holy grail for you? Is it Edinburgh Festival? What is it for you with your comedy career? Where do you want to take it?
People ask me this question all the time, and I don't actually know. I'm just I like being in the moment, so I like what I'm doing now. I'm starting to get paid gigs, which is fucking brilliant. Like, I never ever thought I would get paid to make people laugh. So yeah, that's amazing. I don't actually know. I would like a show at Edinburgh. It's not going to be next year because I have literally nothing. Maybe the year after. But yeah, I don't actually know. I mean, get me on live at the Apollo. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah, there's loads of people that I started out with now that have been on live at the Apollo. So Adam Rowe, I think he started about the same time as me. I love Adam. He's brilliant. If you watch him, guys, he's ace. Scott Bennett, I used to car share with Scott all the time, and
Oh,
like he's
he's
been on the
brilliant.
Royal Variety Show. He's been on. Me and Fran were talking about it on the way home in the car, and it was like it's impossible when you start with people like that to not compare yourself, but it's the most negative thing you can do. I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about this about my mental
Yes.
health in comedy last night, because he's fucking awesome. Do you know what I mean? He literally can't put a foot wrong. He goes like Spiky Mike, one of the promoters we know well. Um, he was saying every time Scott comes and does a gig for him, he's got 15 minutes of pure new material, and it's always like pretty much gold. It's like he's just so he's a observational comedian.
yeah.
But like I'll say to Jane, like, what can I do to get as good as Scott? And it's like, you're never going to be as good as Scott. Just forget about it and just do your own thing. And I'm a totally different comedian to Scott. How do you kind of, because the ups and downs in comedy, we know, everybody has deaths on stage,
Yeah.
and everyone has gigs where they absolutely smash it. And it'd be the same for you, Joe, with music and whatnot. How do you manage like that roller coaster of emotions?
I'm very self-critical, so I'm very hard on myself. If I have a shit gig, I will literally take it personally. I struggle really, really bad to like move on from like bad shit. So people have said to like so when you get home you're allowed to like wallow in it for that night, but the next day you just have to put it to bed. I've been trying to do that where I just like forget about it and just
Yeah,
move on to the next one, but it is difficult. It does linger for a little bit. So a few nights ago I was with you, when was it, last week or
at,
sometime,
at Juice in
at
Nottingham.
the
Yeah,
juice bar. Yeah, I felt like I think I anticipated that gig was going to be bad. I think I made that gig bad for myself because in my head it was already going to go bad. As soon as I walked in there, I looked at the crowd and I was like, this isn't my crowd. And I definitely shouldn't have done that. And then when I went on stage, I just felt like these are not my people. So
yeah.
I didn't give it my all. I basically just, it was shit. It was shit. But I
Can
went
I?
home and I thought it was I just felt really awful, and the next gig after that I carried it with me and I thought this is also going to be shit. And it
Yeah.
was okay. It was all right. It was in
Can I?
Belper. It was all right.
Can I just say, first of all, you weren't shit. Yeah, it didn't connect as well as I mean. Last night was a total polar opposite of it,
Completely different.
100%. And I suffered
It's
with
so
this.
weird.
Yeah, it's mad. Because you literally, guys, and it's the same with you, Joe. You go out and you literally do the same stuff, but like in
Yeah.
a different room, it just has totally different effect. Like I've seen your band, and I've seen like when people have sung along and when people haven't, and but
Yeah.
but at that gig. And like my personal experience, so I've had like an on-off relationship with comedy. I started 15 years ago, had did it for 3 years, then had a break, and I've like done it bits and bobs. And then November this year is when I kind of came back. And I always, because I'm not, I don't know that I would describe myself as dark, but I do dark humor, and I do, I swear a bit, and I'm a bit rude. I do sexual stuff. And I always used to walk in and I'd look at the crowd, and if there was anyone old or anyone who was looking like a bit middle class, I'd always think this is not my crowd. And I was constantly thinking I need to do working class type stuff. And you know what? Somebody said just don't prejudge the room at all, because like I've had the room where it's been middle class women and they're the ones who are laughing at me, not the blokes. And it's like you can't prejudge, and it does affect how your performance goes on the night if you go right. This
100%.
is yeah, because you kind of do you get that thing where it's like let's get up and get it over with.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was at the juice bar. I think I was like, this is going to be awful. Let's just get it over and done with. And that was kind of my attitude on stage as well, and that definitely didn't translate with the audience. My thing is women. If I see women in the audience, I get really nervous. Like, I'm okay playing up to dudes, but it's the women. I feel like they're just going to instantly hate me for some reason. I've never actually had that feedback from, like, normally I did a gig the other night and it was the women that were coming over and going, oh, that was awesome, like, you were great. I always get like really good feedback from them, but I just feel like
Yeah.
I feel pressured from when there's women in the audience, and I don't know why. It's
I mean,
odd.
Yeah.
Kimmy, I've had it where I've been in a gig and like I don't know if you've had this yet, but you always see like everybody loving it, or you know what I mean, the other way around. But normally 10 out of 10, well, literally 9 out of 10 times, you'll get somebody just sat like this at you,
With a straight face. Yeah. Yeah.
and you think to yourself, what should put right? But the thing is, it's they are actually enjoying it. You just
They
take
just
it
haven't
like
told
you
their face.
interpret it as though that they really like got something against you, and they're just sat there like absolutely stone cold, like. And I just
There was actually a lady like that last night. I've got a
yeah
photo. So Kaiy was behind me and he took a photo of me in the crowd, and everyone's smiling apart from this one lady, and I did notice her when I was doing my set. But when I was walking out, like, she smiled at me and stuff, so I think she was actually fine. She was just probably just in the
yeah.
moment, I think.
I was
It's
going
a
to say the
really
moral of this story bit, what I'm getting to, is that that person is normally the one that enjoyed it the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it really is like never judge a book by its cover, because I've had it so many times when there's somebody there and you think, are you all right? Have you got a problem with me or something? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
realistically, they're the ones that really want to see you. They're the ones that really want to be there. So, yeah, I get where you're coming from with the anxiety from that sort of like, when you feel pressured and stuff like that, because we all do. I mean, like, I remember some gigs I went to, and like we played to like 5,000 to 6,000 people at some festivals, and you go on and you think, oh my gosh, am I good enough to do this? And there's every emotion goes through your head at that one split second before we come out, and then all of a sudden you're on stage, and I always used to say it doesn't matter because you're the one doing it, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what happens, you're here, you're doing it, and then yeah, I totally get what you mean when you take it to heart when you come home from a bad gig. I mean, but I just think to myself, we give it our all, right? There's gonna be people that hate you. There's gonna be people that love you, all right? And you're gonna get that every single gig. So
Oh yeah,
just do what you
100%.
do, and it will all work. I
That's a
promise.
great piece of advice. It's a weird phenomenon that what you just explained though, Kimmy, because these people have gone out, paid money to go to watch a comedy gig, and it's almost like every now and then you've got people there that are just refusing to laugh. And
Yeah.
have you had people come over to you at the end? These people that are just staunchly looking at you, but they're not making any reaction, and they're like, "That was brilliant, that was." And it's like, "Well,
Yeah, yeah.
fucking show your
Yeah.
face, mate." Do you know what I mean? It's like, tell your face that you're enjoying it. But I've had that loads of times, and the thing is, it's like people in life, they're either going to like you or they're not going to like you, and
Mhm.
like you can't do anything to change their mind on it. So it's like I said to you, it's like, don't apologize for what you're doing, because it's good what you're doing. And if people like you, brilliant, they'll follow you, they'll come back. And if they don't like you, you'll probably never see those people ever again in your life. So it really ain't going to affect
Exactly.
you, is it? It does.
People like try and give me advice all the time on my material. Like, you need to cut this, you need to cut that, you're too dark, and I'm like, I'm doing what I feel like I need to do. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. I don't want the same material as everybody else. I just want to do my own thing, and I want to enjoy it. That's what I'm doing it for, just so I can enjoy it. And my audience will find me.
Yeah.
I will go into rooms that will absolutely hate me. I feel like in my area in Derby, it's very hit and miss. Like, they either love you or they hate you. And I feel it's very difficult to gig here with my material. But I will find my audience. There is an audience for me. I just haven't found like the specific people yet, and I just need to keep trying it out everywhere just to see where those people are. I think it's fine to be a little bit different. I think it's fine to be a little bit dark. I do agree that you can definitely be too dark and too, what's the word? It's punching down, isn't it? I try not to punch down. I try to relate everything to my own experiences and stuff.
You don't punch down at all.
No, I don't think I do. I've got a joke about my ginger daughter, but she's fully on board with that. She makes worse jokes about gingers than me. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. Everybody's got different advice as well. Some people are like, do this, do that. I'm literally just following my own advice. If I make mistakes, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do to get better. So yeah.
Yeah. Or in my opinion, you just need to keep doing what you're doing and don't be apologetic for it at all, and just go and, like, literally, if you can, because I'm like preaching and I'm like, I don't do this, but like I said, I always used to prejudge a room, and I've kind of got on top of that now. I have a quick scan round and I think, yeah, it looks all right, and just go for it. Get in that mindset that, like, because like if you got to support Jimmy Carr, they'd love you, wouldn't they? Because
Oh yeah.
they love that kind of dark humor, and I love dark humor, so that's why I enjoy your set every time I see it.
It's definitely not for everyone.
No.
The people that get it, get it. The people that don't literally detest it. But there you go.
It's people who can actually detach themselves, isn't it? Because when you actually think about the words that are coming out your mouth, it's funny, and it is funny. But if it's these people, these like I'm not having a go at anybody out there, by the way, but people who have got this in the head that you can't say this and you can't say that, they will automatically switch off to what you're going to say if it's anywhere near close to the bone, because
It's usually
they don't think they should find it funny. They don't think they're allowed to find it funny. If people just let themselves go.
it's usually the people that have never had any kind of trauma in their life that are the ones that are offended. The people that have been through shit in their life, they understand that laughing at it actually helps and it actually makes it better. So yeah, I think it's the people that are quite far removed away from any kind of trauma that don't get it, and that's fine. That's fine.
That is really interesting, because mental health and that, having a laugh is a great cure. It brings you around loads. So that is quite interesting.
100%.
Yeah, you're dead right there with, like, if you've been through shit, you'll be able to take stuff about it. I said on one of the pods, I can't remember, I think it was on about haters, which I was going to talk about actually. I was going to ask you how you deal with that, because obviously you've got a massive following, but I was talking about it on one of the other recordings we did, and like I openly talk about the fact that when I was in my early 20s, I tried topping myself twice. I'm rubbish at it, so I'm obviously a bit of a failure. But it's easy to joke about that stuff now, but you can kind of think, I mean, I don't do anything about suicide on stage, because you never know what trigger that might have on somebody else. Although I did, at the end of my set last night, this guy got up and I felt really bad after, because I've got his story, but he got up and kind of walked out, and I said, see ya. And he put his thumb up and I said, go and see if you can find a bus to fucking run you over, mate. And that, it went down really well in the room. But Yeah, so like I said on the pod recently, like I've tried killing myself. So realistically, there's nothing that anybody else can do to me or say to me that's going to hurt me because I've tried the ultimate hurt on myself. And thankfully, touch wood, my sister both times got me out of that, and I ended up in hospital and all that bollocks. But yeah, we all three of us have had our individual battles with mental health, and I'm kind of in tune with the fact that that's going to be there forever, and you kind of grow around that, and that shapes your humour, and it shapes what you find funny and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
so like obviously within the comedy scene we've touched on like mental how you deal with the mental roller coaster, and I think you'll just build resilience to those gigs where you don't think it goes so well.
Yeah.
So like, do you think that everybody or most comedians that you've met have got some kind of, I mean, about yourself, what's your kind of mental health past? Are you
I think I'm in comedy because I've had a fucking shit. Since I was a kid up until like my 30s, it's been pretty shit to be honest.
yeah,
Um, there's a lot of trauma. So when I was younger, when I was 6, my mum gave birth to my brother, and he had Down syndrome, which is obviously difficult for any family. But then he passed away when he was 2,
oh,
which was it was stressful for everybody. So my childhood wasn't great. I don't blame my mum and dad at all, because I can, as being a parent now, I can completely understand like that must have been horrendous, and I don't even know how they carried on with 3 other
yeah,
kids, to be honest. Um, then I got into a very shitty relationship from the age of 16 up until the age of 30. He was a lot older than me, and he was just a massive prick, basically.
Yeah.
It was abusive from the beginning up until the end. Um, it literally got to a point where I didn't want to be here. So I've been in that situation too. And that's when I decided I would either be dead or I would be out of that relationship. That there was no in between. And I left that relationship. When I left that relationship, a whole new world opened up to me. I wasn't allowed social media when I was with him. So literally going onto Facebook for the first time and going on to TikTok and stuff, that was all new to me. And then I discovered like posting a joke on TikTok, making people laugh. That made me feel good. And I was like, I need to keep doing more of this. This makes me feel better.
yeah,
So I think that is the exact reason why I love comedy so much. It being on stage and seeing people laugh and knowing that those few minutes they're in a good place while they're laughing at that joke, and that makes me feel good. So I feel like it's like that for a lot of comedians. I think they've probably had shit going on, and just being up there for that little minute, then few minutes, just makes them feel better and makes everybody feel better at the same time. I think um, comedians probably do have a lot of trauma. It's kind of the it's a saying, isn't it? That what is it? What's the saying about people that are make people laugh are the most unhappiest or something like that? Um,
Yeah,
if
I know
you
what you.
there's loads of examples of it, isn't there? In like Robin Williams
Robin
Robin
and
Williams,
Williams.
yeah,
I was
Matthew
thinking.
Matthew
Yeah.
Perry and people like that. And the fact is, and that kind of brings another question, I suppose. So comedy, I think good comedy comes generally from like tragedy and stuff that like annoys you and makes you pissed off and stuff like that. So with like the with the fact that people do get offended at absolutely everything now, do you think that like affects comedy? I mean, you've got wacky comedy and stuff like that, which is a bit different. But for us, it's like we do kind of touch on everyday life and shit that goes on. Do you think that's having a big effect in the scene at the moment?
I think it's really difficult to be a dark humor comic now because people just get like if you say something wrong, you're either racist or you're homophobic or you're whatever, you're misogynistic. It's I think people like to label people with things now, and I think that's
Yeah,
really difficult. I think if it's comedy, it's comedy. I do think you can go too far. So, my rule for myself is, um, I will only joke about things I know. I will not make any racist jokes because I have no experience in that whatsoever. Like, I feel like an Indian comic can go on stage and take the piss out of their own heritage. That's absolutely fine. But I feel like if you have no experience in that subject, then you should stay away from it. I forgot what I was going to say. I had a point, but I forgot what my point was.
You were just saying about what your bar is on how you
Yeah,
say that's the bar.
Yeah, so I basically just stick to stuff that I know or have experience with. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say. It'll come to me.
It's all right. Shall we move on to these quick fire questions?
Yeah, we like to do quick fire questions.
Yeah, like.
Right, Kimmy, it's all on you this week then. So you're the guest.
I hope there's nothing too shocking in there, mate. Has Helen vetted this?
No.
Farming questions, Joe.
So
Charlie's our resident. Sorry, Charlie's our resident. It's called Funnyfarm, but it's nothing to do with farming. But Charlie's decided that he wants to like make it about farming now. So we're hoping to get
nice.
Jeremy. We want to get Jeremy Clarkson on, don't we?
Oh, that'd be epic.
How good would that
be? Right,
go on, Joe.
Okay then, Kimmy, what's a fear that you had either as a kid or you've still got it now?
Wasps and bees.
Oh, I agree with that. Anybody else?
Can I just tell you though, it's not like, oh, I'm scared of bees. It's horrendous. I have left my son on a bus when he was a baby because a bee came on. I literally left him in a pushchair, ran off the bus, and then I had to run to the next stop to get him. Luckily, there was someone on the bus that knew me and took him off the bus for me. I've stripped off in the street. I've nearly crashed my car.
Wow.
It's horrendous. It's so bad.
I was the same. I used to eat wasps. Sorry, Charlie.
I can't stand them.
What do you say? What's it called?
A phobia. Do we know what that phobia is called?
I don't actually know. It's to the point though, I can't even look at cartoon bees. I literally can't. It's anything. It's honestly, going to Manchester is difficult because there's them bee symbols everywhere, isn't there? It's hard.
Bees were never a thing for me, but I had a pathological fear of wasps for years and years and years. And it was because it went back to, I got really ill when I was a kid, like proper sick, and we found a dead wasp in my bed. And it was like, God. And my mum sort of suggested you might have been stung and had a bad effect on this from that. I've got over that fear, and it's the weirdest way. We were sat in a beer garden just down at the Sherwin near in Bramcote. I don't know if you know it. And we was with Jane's friend and her fella, and he was sat there and he just kept twatting these wasps. And he killed, he battered these wasps, and he was like putting them he got them in a pint pot. I mean, I'd hate to have been there when they released them because there was 10 wasps in there. And I'm like, what are you doing, you mental case? They'll sting you. And he just went to me, he said, they can only sting you, really, if they land on you. So he said, if you hit them and hit them at the front, hit them in the face, they'll be more scared and they'll just go. And do you know what? It's so true. And it's totally stopped. If they land on you, then I've got that fear. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You like try and flick it off or whatever. But yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's
I can't even think. It's thinking about it, it's stressing me out.
Sorry, we're supposed to be coming on to help here, not.
For wasps, it's melitophobia, and for bees, it's apiphobia or apiphobia.
Oh.
Apiphobia and melitophobia. There you go.
Well, have you seen the new £1 coins?
No.
Oh, have they got wasps on them?
They've got 2 bees on the new £1 coins, yeah.
Oh, they can fuck off then.
Yeah.
all money's
£2 coins.
All money's remote now, isn't it? Not many people carry cash that much anymore. But
I was thinking about this the other day. I cannot remember the last time I had cash in my pocket. I think that's the reason skinny jeans are getting skinnier, because we don't need pockets anymore, because we don't have cash.
We spoke about skinny jeans, haven't we?
Yours, I don't know if it's going to clear it up, Charlie, but on when we export the thing, but I can hardly hear you, mate.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Can you get your mic a bit closer to your mic? Yeah, he keeps doing that.
I quite like doing that. It does your head in. Right.
I can hear you fine.
Can you?
Yeah. I really can, yeah. I can hear all three. The only thing I've got at the minute, I don't know why it's happening, but I think it's because there's three. You just keep, every time somebody talks, it moves you up to
Yeah.
this
Keep
place. So
flashing over.
it's just doing this all
Oh,
the
that's
time.
one
So
of
my
your
eyes are like
that's one of your
that.
settings on your
Yeah, you
thing.
just if you look at the
Yeah.
bottom of the screen, it says layout. You can change your layout to like
I'm
a.
on the phone. I'm on my phone with it. So
Oh
yeah,
well,
that's the
that's the
difference.
issue, mate. That's the
Let's
issue.
just all talk one at a time so we flick on his screen.
Yeah.
Right, okay
She's
then.
talking past your head as well, Joe. Right.
Right, next question then. If you had to delete one social media platform, which one would it be and why?
Snapchat. God, anyone over the age of, I'm going to say 25 on Snapchat is probably a pedo. I'm just going to say that right now.
You better close your account
What
down,
a
Joe.
weird fucking app.
I mean, to be
It's
fair with you, I had it just because there was like two
pedo.
people. I had it because there were two people that like literally said, "Oh, we only use Snapchat," and I was like, "Why?" I said, "So," and Helen's got it, and all my missus, and I just said to like, "We've got rid of it now because we've not used it for years, but it is a pointless app."
It's the disappearing messages, so people can send you photos and stuff, and then it'll disappear off the face
Yeah,
of the earth. That's what. Yeah, I don't like it. It's just no, I don't like it at all. My son's on it. My son's 16. Him and his girlfriend are on Snapchat, and they do this thing where they do streaks. So you have to speak to each other every day on it to get a streak or something. And he's got
yeah.
like
My daughter does that
thousands.
as well.
I don't
Yeah.
understand it, but yeah, I genuinely just
Is
hate
that
Snapchat.
is that the thing? Like, 'cause my daughter will just like take a picture of herself, and it'll just have like part of her face on the thing. She doesn't even take a picture of herself. It's just like any random picture. Is that what that is? That she's just taking pictures to streak with her friends?
Probably, yeah, maybe.
Streaking's got a whole different meaning to me. Like Wimbledon and the snooker. You remember when the snooker streak? That was good. Anyways, sorry, Joe. Get your quick fires out, lad.
And then what was the last one then? So you wake up with a random skill. What would it be?
Oh, I'd like to teleport
Yeah,
because I literally hate traveling so much.
I'm so
Driving,
with you.
planes, anything. I hate it all. I
yeah,
have such car anxiety. Like I'm actually going to hypnotherapy. I can't say the word. Hypnotherapy to try and fucking hell. I can't. It's like I'm having a stroke. Yeah, I'm going to hypnotherapy to cure my car anxiety because it is so horrendous, and traveling to gigs and stuff is becoming an issue. So yeah, I am going to hypnotherapy to try and cure that. Teleportation would be perfect. Can you imagine going to a gig like? I'll just go nip to America for a gig and then I'll be home by 9:30. Perfect.
yeah. It'd be
It'd be
awesome.
amazing.
It'd be
Yeah,
awesome. I think it all the time. And like, because I remember like the worst for me was when we gigged like, sorry Charlie, but when we gigged like in Manchester and all that stuff. So like queuing up on them motorways on a Friday
Yeah.
was just unreal. Like even I'd take London over that. Seriously, I would.
I
Because at
went to
least
no,
Manchester 2 days ago and it took me 3 hours to get there to do 10
yeah,
minutes on stage and then another 2.5 hours back. It was rough, but I genuinely love Manchester. I want to move closer to Manchester. I will do
yeah.
at some point. But yeah, travelling's, oh man, it's rough.
I've got exactly the same as you on this, Kimmy. 100%. It's like I think I don't know why I'm not a very manly man. I talk about it on stage, and I don't know anything about cars and stuff, and I always worry that I'm going to break down. And I broke down recently. I was like only just up the road. Like it's 2-3 minute walk from my house, and I properly melted down. I rang my missus. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And she's like, well, ring your breakdown, like, people. So I did, but I properly melted down. She said to me the other day, because I've got a season ticket for Forest, and we're going to a game. I think she said it was after Christmas. She said, oh, you're at the football on the 27th. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell. And she's like, and it's only like just down the road from me. And I'm like, I said to my missus, I said, if I could just teleport into my seat with a cup of tea, watch the match,
Perfect.
and teleport back, that'd be me. I'm with you 100% on this.
Yeah.
I love it when, like, I've not done a car share where I haven't driven in comedy for like 10 years, but I used to like it. I used to love it when somebody else drove. Because I don't
Oh,
mind being.
I'm a really bad passenger too.
Oh, are you?
Honestly, I'm so terrible. Yeah.
We've
I'm
got
the one that's going
all right.
every five
Yeah.
minutes. It's bad. It's bad.
I know that.
Yeah, I'm
My
a
mum
bit of a
used to have
bad
the
one as well.
invisible brake when she used to just stomp like
That's
that
me.
on nothing. And I was like, Mum, we're fine. We're absolutely fine.
I'm with Kimmy on this completely. I like literally. I do think like if I'm offered a gig and it's less than 100 miles, I do go like that's local. I find that
Yeah.
a local gig. 'Cause I've done Newcastle and obviously all over. So like if a gig comes in, and it's like 70 miles. My missus will go, that's miles away, and I'm like, it's not. It's quite local, but I hate the journey, and
Yeah.
I don't get anxious about going on stage. I get anxious about traveling.
That's exactly me.
Yeah.
Exactly me.
I might have
It
to
is the
get the
travelling.
I might have to get the number of that hypnotherapist from you and go and have a bit of that myself.
I've only done one session, so I can't recommend her just yet.
Yeah,
Um, I've got another. I haven't got another one till January, so yeah,
yeah.
we'll
You
just
have to
have
let
to
us
wait
know how
and
that
see.
goes.
Yeah.
But
Have you?
I've always had car anxiety, but it's a million times worse since I've been gigging because I literally drive a Hyundai i10 because I don't drive anywhere. I literally just I get chauffeured.
As
So
you
if I
should.
don't have to drive, I won't. But going to gigs is I have to go on my own because my partner has to look after the kids. So I have to
Yeah,
go on my own. So I have to travel on my own, and it's a nightmare for me. Honestly, it's bad. I hate it so much.
yeah. I think we've. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. And
Teleport,
teleportation is the best superpower, I think.
I
hundred
thought your
percent.
superpower would have been a beekeeper. Got to say,
A beekeeper.
I
Anyone
put
that
the
does that
blue
is
one.
mental. Who's doing?
Yeah,
Why are we doing that?
I
Get rid of
know.
Oh,
them all.
crazy.
I
So
don't
I
even have
know it.
flowers in my garden. My garden was my front garden was lovely when I first moved here. I had like a big cherry tree in the middle and flowers around the edge. My first week I ripped everything up, gone. I was like, nope, nope, we're not encouraging
your
any
neighbours
kind of
are.
bees here.
No.
Fears and phobias are really weird, aren't they? Because like I know a guy who makes his own honey, so he's got his own beehives and all that. And I spoke to him. Sorry, I won't go on too much because I
It's
just saw the
alright.
face that you pulled then. If you could have Snapchat that one. Um, he keeps his own bees, and he like literally said, I get stung every day.
Fuck. I bet he's just
Like.
used to it. I've been stung once and I rang an ambulance. I thought I was gonna die.
That is
You're not the only
brilliant.
one that's done that because
No.
I got stung. I was at a mate's house and he had a wasp and it was like I didn't know he'd got one in the house and I just started like feeding this thing on and I was like, "What's that on my leg?" And then it started burning and I was just like, and then I looked and this wasp fell out my trousers and I was like, "Oh, you're joking!" And honestly, Charlie, my legs swelled up proper and I thought. This ain't good. So I rang up, like you say, I rang up the ambulance and they went, as they just says, well, all you need to do is literally just put ice on it. I
Yeah.
was just like, all right.
They said to me, "Are you allergic to them?" I was like, "I don't know. I've never been stung. I'm going to
Yeah.
die." They're
Yeah.
like,
Can
"No,
I,
you are going to be fine."
can I
But
just
I
say I
thought,
love Joe's turn of phrase. This is the second time I've done this. Like, but did you hear what he actually said? He said, "I went into my mate's house and I didn't realise he'd got one of these wasps in his house. Almost like I didn't realise you'd
Pet.
got a pet wasp."
a pet wasp.
He did it the other day, Kimmy, on one of the ones we did. Charlie was going on about how he'd been to Israel, Tel
Oh, yeah.
Aviv in Israel, and Joe just turned round. Oh, I've never been. I've never been. I'll have to go. Almost, he was like talking like it was like
Like I was
Nottingham.
just gonna
Like,
nip there.
yeah. Oh, it's
I was
so
thinking
good.
about teleportation.
Yeah. I don't know that teller. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Have you any more quick fires, Joe?
um,
The-
if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and what would you serve them?
Oh, I don't know what I'd serve them because I can't cook for shit.
Toaster.
Domino. Ooh.
Yeah, probably order McDonald's. I can't stand McDonald's, but that's what I'd probably do. Oh my God, there's loads. David Attenborough.
Oh,
I'd love to pick his brains. That'd be fun. Freddie Mercury, him.
Yeah, he's
He's
got to be up there.
fucking
Right?
incredible.
yeah.
And probably if I could have a sandwich between Jimmy Carr and Ricky Gervais, that would be amazing. That
they're
would
like-
be awesome.
They're like my two favourites, I think.
Yeah.
At the
So,
moment.
did you hear about me getting advice from Jimmy Carr?
No.
Was you at the gig, weren't you? or
Oh
something?
my
Go on,
God, it
tell
was
the
so
story.
good. So I went to his gig. It was at Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham. And do you know how people text in and he reads the texts out and stuff and then gives people advice? So my
Yeah.
partner wrote in and said, I didn't know that he'd done it, but it was about me. It was basically, my missus has just started stand up. She's done about 30 gigs. Have you got any advice for her? And he literally picked me out of the entire crowd. 7,000 people. He asked me my name. I obviously shouted, Kimmi Kaiy.
Yeah.
And then he said, he basically said, keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter how many gigs you've done. The most important thing is writing. Make sure you write every day. He said it's a privilege to be on stage and you should take that as a privilege every time you get on stage. It's the best feeling in the world. He said just keep going and keep doing what you're doing. And when it gets tough, that's when you need to do it some more. And then he said, and I hope to see you on stage one day. And I was like, that's amazing.
That is
Like,
awesome, isn't
It
it?
literally ignited fire in my belly. The fire was already there, but he literally added fuel to the flame. So yeah, it was great.
I'd
I want
actually.
to work my arse off, and then in a few years' time, be on a similar stage to him, meet him, and go, "You gave me advice, and it was great." And we're gonna have this beautiful moment, and we're gonna hug, and then yeah.
And then
we're
Ricky
gonna get
Gervais
married.
is going to walk in and make up the perfect threesome.
Oh my God, that's gonna be incredible! Can't wait.
I'd written down favourite comedian, and I'd written at the side of it. I think I know who she's going to say.
Yeah.
But
I can't pick
Ricky's
between
my
those two.
favourite.
Yeah, I can't pick. It's hard.
Yeah,
Ricky's up there. But Rod Gilbert's my all-time favourite comedian.
Oh, Rod's great. Yeah.
Do you know who's been amazing for me? Adam Bloom.
Brilliant.
So I got his book, and I got his book as a Christmas present, and I posted it on my story, and Adam followed me from that, and I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. This is cool. And then I did his course, where you sit down and you go through his book with him. I did his course through that, and we've actually become really good friends through doing that. So I speak to him quite regularly on Instagram and stuff. I think he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
He's actually his comedy's not my comedy, but he is genuinely a genius.
The book's just fantastic. He's got it on. It's coming out on Audible as well. So
Yes,
because
I can't wait.
I'm rubbish at reading, so I've read his book twice, and then I'm gonna get it on Audible as well.
So what I did with his book, because I'm better when I listen to things instead of reading, because I have to read things 50 times over to make it sink in. But I use the accessibility feature on Kindle to read it out to me. It weren't brilliant, it wasn't great, but it was better than reading it. So I'm really looking forward to his audiobook coming out. That's going to be awesome. He's got some great people reading it as well, hasn't he?
I know he's got Matt Lucas on there. I'm not sure who the others are.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I can't remember all of their names, but there's quite a few. I know he's got his mum to read a bit as well, which will be
Charlie
be cool.
looks a bit like Matt Lucas, doesn't he?
And I share the same surname, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm going to see Adam and Gary Delaney on the 20th in Nottingham. That's going to be awesome. That'll be
Gary
amazing
Delaney's must be, because he's got some
brilliant,
fucking corking dark one-liners he has.
I seen him at the Dead Meat festival.
Yeah.
Insane, honestly. My face hurt when he'd finished. It was brilliant. So good.
We should all go to Dead Meat. I think that's gonna. It's Freddie Quinn's thing, isn't it?
He's doing camping next year, so I've got tickets for camping. So that will be so good.
I think me and Jane were talking about potentially trying to go to it. So yeah, it'd be good if you guys could come as well. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
It's 2 nights. It's 2 nights there, so it's going to be wild. I've never been to a festival, so it'll be my first. Like even a music festival, I've never been.
Is
so
it August?
My first one. It's July the 10th, I think. July the 10th. That'll be brilliant. That's like a bucket list for me. If I could get on Dead Meat and perform at Dead Meat, that would be insane. Yeah. Obviously not next year. I'm nowhere near ready for that. But at some point, that would be incredible.
That's 7 months away. You could be ready for that.
No way. No way. That's a massive audience. It's going to be huge next year as well. It's going to be insane.
Yeah. So I'd written down favourite comedian. What was like? Just we'll wrap up in a second, but thank you ever so much for taking time out of your day to come on and talk to us and share quite openly about some of your mental health struggles, because that the main reason we set this up. I mean, it's turned into we kind of, somebody said we were really relatable the other day, one of the viewers, because we do talk about shopping and stuff, what Joe does, and plumbing and stuff like that. So we're quite relatable. But the main aim for us is to like raise mental health awareness across the board. And
can I just say, right, with the mental health thing, I have been in literally the pits of hell with my mental health. My postnatal psychosis was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. It was horrendous, but I'm also very, very thankful that I went through that. When you're far away from it, you can see like there is positives to it. Being in that situation got me away from a very, very shitty relationship. So I'm thankful that I went through that. It was the worst point of my entire life, but it was also the best thing that could ever have happened to me, because it has made me who I am today. So if there's anybody that's going through something that's really, really shitty right now, you will get out of it and you will look back at it, and there will be points of it that you can take from it that will make you grow as a person. I can literally promise you that, hand on heart, that will happen. You've just got to stick through it and just get through like the difficult points of it. And if people are offering you help, fucking take it. Literally anything. If people are saying, do you want a cup of tea? Have a cup of tea with them. Like, if people are offering you medication, if that's what you need to get better, don't feel bad about that. You need to do whatever you need to do to get out of that shitty period. But I promise you it will 100% get better.
Absolutely, 100%.
And that's great how you take a negative situation and you spin it into a positive situation.
It took a very long time to like look back and think about that, but honestly, I don't think, if that didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be where I am now, and I'm very, very grateful for where I am right now. I think I'd still be in the same situation that I was in if that didn't happen. I think I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, even the shitty stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. 100%. That's a really, really good message, and be kind to yourselves. A lot of the stuff you mentioned there, medication, and that we've talked about on here, and
Yeah,
you know, because there is like a stigma still around mental health issues and stuff, and there really shouldn't be. And yeah, you're right. And we talked about on one of the pods about it being a bit of a superpower in some cases. Like that experience that you've had can mold how you navigate the world, really navigate life, and
100%.
yeah. So yeah, thank you, guys. Anything else you want to add before we kind of wrap up?
No, I think that's good.
no,
Do you
no,
want to?
thanks for coming on, Kimmy. Honestly, it's been so insightful, and good luck with your career. It sounds like it's going really well.
Thank you. I'm trying my hardest.
Every
I'm working my arse off.
Can't wait to
and
see you. Definitely come over and see you. They'll definitely be there.
yeah, and everyone should go and see Kimmy. She's great. She is.
Thanks,
And
guys.
we've got other gigs. Me and Fran are going to be looking for more venues and stuff, and we'll 100% be getting Kimmy on moving forward. Do you want to let people know your socials and stuff like that, Kimmy?
Literally just Kimmi Kaiy on everything. So Kaiy is spelled Kaiy.
Yep.
Just go follow me on everything. Yeah.
I've only
that's
just
basically it.
noticed that you've got on your screen
I don't even know
bringer
why
of
that is there.
boobies. is that Mikey?
I think so. I seen that when I started, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I'm going to be honest with you. All four of us could have that tagline.
I can't even take that tagline anymore. Since I've lost weight, they've literally vanished. So yeah.
Yeah. You've done great with your weight loss as well.
I've
there
lost. I've lost. How long? I think I've lost 5 stone. Yeah, it's a lot. A lot.
I was 23 stone at one point, so I'm down to. I weighed myself for the first time in ages yesterday, and I'm 15 stone 9. So I've gone. That's taken years though to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mine's been since March.
Yeah.
5 stone since March, but it's on the injection, so I can't take credit.
Well, you can because you made the decision to do it, and
no,
obviously
fuck off. It's the lazy way out. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. It's the lazy. It's so easy. You literally take the injection and you're not hungry. It's easy. I haven't been to the gym. I'm a lazy bitch. I need to go.
It started off as a diabetic medication, didn't it? That Ozempic. But they've never fucking offered it me. You know what I mean? I'm diabetic. I've never had medication for my diabetes, but anyway, well done on that. And yeah, everybody go and watch Kimmy. She's formidable, and like at the 32 gigs in, there's no way that is how it appears on stage as well. You've got
that's cool. I like that.
your stage presence is really good. You're dead good, and yeah, you're doing some bits of crowd work as well last night. So you appear a lot more experienced than you are, and yeah, just keep going.
You.
You're going to be brilliant. I look forward to supporting you on tour.
Amazing. That would be awesome.
Right, guys. So we'll close it off. Oh, sorry, Joe.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, you just went like as if you were going to say. Yeah, he's got a bit of wind. So, yeah, this is our first guest as well, and it's been. I was dead nervous about doing this. Yeah, you're our first guest. Yeah. So I was nervous.
We should have had somebody, shouldn't we? But they just couldn't figure out how to log on. It's quite simple, but they just didn't have a clue.
Oh, if I was on my own, I would not have any clue. I'm lucky that I've got Mikey to just do everything for me. So yeah.
Chauffeur, technician.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Right, well, guys. Yeah, that's what. Well, I said to Mikey, if this ever gets anywhere with us with this pod, we'll be in touch.
He does. He does produce podcasts, so he does Ricky Belshaw's. You don't have to put this in, obviously. Yeah, I've got my studio here, and he literally does everything: films, edits, the whole entire shebang. So, if you ever need any help, just reach out to him, and he'll happily help you.
Yeah, we definitely will. He's a lovely bloke as well. Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Right, well, we'll wrap it up there then. Thank you ever so much, Kimmy. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks,
Thank you, Charlie. And
Cheers,
we'll catch you all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you in a bit. Bye.